Picture's ready. Remember us? Alright guys, so we are inside the hotel here, currently at Bilderberg. You attended a conference and I'm curious as to your opinions about the organization, and that is the Bilderberg group. What sorts of things were discussed when you were there, and what do you think of Bilderberg?
Well, one of the rules of Bilderberg is that everything is private and off the record, so that's what I think of it.
Okay. Mr. Wolfenson, how was Bilderberg this year, sir?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there? What was on the agenda this year?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
It's very secret.
Very secretive?
You guys have to stay here until the police arrive?
Yeah,
and then we can,
the police will
then we can straighten this one out.
okay.
For what? You're detaining me?
There's not going to be a problem.
You guys don't have the authority to do this.
I have here.
No, you don't. I'm not sure if you remember me or not. I met you a few years ago, and you kindly signed your book for me, and in exchange I gave you a copy of one of my documentary films. Can you tell us, I'm just curious, because every time we ask somebody, it's so secretive. Why does nobody talk about it? It's really, really secret organization. You don't know?
But then you're escalating this on purpose.
No, I'm not.
I know who you are,
we're trying.
and
You know who I
I know
am?
what you do, yes.
How do you know who I am and what I do? What do I do?
Because you're filming me right now. Daniel, you are going to stay here until the police arrive. That is your only option.
Really?
It is, yes.
You have to respect the private law and the privacy, no matter if it's a police officer or if it is a private person.
Did the police officers respect the privacy of some of the journalists when they came to their hotels and took down their information?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just left the hotel. It's eerily quiet. There's absolutely nobody around here. I'm pretty sure we're the only people staying at the hotel right now. That's right. He just said there's only 3 people at the hotel, and that's me, Luke, and Jeff.
What do you use the pictures for?
News.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And to expose these guys for what they're doing.
Expose them.
Yes. Well, you're public figures now when you attend something like Bilderberg. This is kind of what comes with the territory now.
According to you.
No, I think you'll see it if you attend more. I would encourage you not to, though. From what I heard, there's some nefarious things that go on. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're up to anything nefarious at all, but...
I'm sure you are not.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, now.
Alright.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, easy.
No, go.
Easy.
Yes, now. Hey!
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and it's that time of year again. The annual Bilderberg conference is set to take place from May 30th to June 2nd in Madrid, Spain. And I, of course, plan on being there to provide the kind of coverage that you've come to expect from PFT at Bilderberg. Of course, last year, while in Lisbon, Portugal, I was able to confirm that Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland was in attendance, even though her official itinerary didn't mention anything at all about the meeting. I confirmed that she was there by getting her on video, secretly attending this meeting that most Canadians have no clue about. Chrystia! Chrystia! Miss Freeland! There she goes. Okay, got a quick shot of her. We'll be able to pause the video and zoom in on that. She was quick making her escape, but that most certainly was Chrystia Freeland. Indeed. After that, I managed to find them all meeting at a dinner party where I once again confirmed on video that Chrystia Freeland was secretly meeting with some of the world's most powerful and influential people. I'm looking for Freeland. Is that her? Chrystia in the red dress, maybe? Kind of behind some people now. Yeah, I think that might be her. Yeah, that's her. That's her, all right. Chrystia Freeland! Chrystia! The Canadian people know you're meeting in secret now. And check this out. Here's someone else who I was able to confirm was there, but they weren't even on the official participants list. Oscar Stenström. He was Sweden's chief negotiator for NATO membership. And I captured him secretly meeting with the former Prime Minister of Sweden. And then I ran into her at the airport. So, of course, we had to confront her on this major discrepancy.
Ms. Anderson, wonderful to see you. Ms. Anderson, where is Mr. Stenström? Where is Mr. Stenström right now? Why was Mr. Stenström not on the participants list?
That seems
Mr. Stenström is the lead negotiator for Sweden in Sweden's bid to join NATO. And he was here at the meeting with you, the former Prime Minister of Sweden, and Jens Stoltenberg, the NATO chief. Was Ms. Marin here also? She was on the participants list. I would love to. One comment, please, about your talks with regard to Sweden's NATO bid here at Bilderberg. One comment, please. What about
the discrepancy in the participants list?
Mr. Stenström? Oscar Stenström? How can we get a hold of him? And will the participants list be amended to include him? Is there any reason he was not on the participants list this year? This is Terminal 1.
This Terminal 1, you shuttle to number 2 over there.
Thank you very much. But I don't know if you want to take that bus. Wow.
Well, she didn't really want to elaborate on the discrepancy within the participants list, and that's an important thing. That's what we're here to document to a large extent, is that sometimes there's people who show up here who are not publicly on the list, and when you figure out who the guys who are here who are not on the list, you start to get a better understanding of the actual things that are being discussed, the actual topics on the agenda. Forget about what's publicly released by the group. It's when you learn who's truly here, you can learn what they're truly talking about. And when they're going on about, Russia, Ukraine, NATO secretly, with the former Prime Minister of Sweden. This is a huge deal. Now here's where things get interesting. Shortly after last year's meeting, Stenström resigned from his position, and he was then employed by Marcus Wallenberg. And Marcus Wallenberg is on the steering committee of the Bilderberg group, and they're the ones who are responsible for inviting the attendees each year. And thanks to a public access to official records request in Sweden, the magazine Nya Tider revealed the time and location of the Bilderberg 2024 meeting. Disclosure by Nya Tider, time and place for Bilderberg 2024. Nya Tider has been in contact with the Swedish government office and invoked the country's constitutionally protected principle of public access to official records in order to be able to obtain documents relating to the global lobby group's communication to the Swedish government. Finally, we get to see an email that was sent to Angela Kennedy, employed as a secretary to Sweden's EU Minister, Jessica Roswell. It states that the Bilderberg Group meeting takes place in the Spanish capital of Madrid from May 30th to June 2nd. The message reads as follows. Hello, Angela. Thanks for the call earlier today. As I mentioned, it concerns the minister's availability to attend the Bilderberg meeting in Madrid on May 30th from 5 p.m. until June 2nd at lunch. Great if you have the opportunity to tune in and come back shortly. Wish you a nice weekend. The email reveals a startling fact. Sarah Nyman, who invited the minister, in fact has no position within the Bilderberg Group. Instead, she is employed at Investor AB as an executive assistant to Marcus Wallenberg, which in practice means that she is the closest secretary to the Swedish business magnate. And this article goes on here to mention that Marcus Wallenberg is also a member of the Bilderberg Group's exclusive steering committee, which is responsible for the invitations. The fact that his secretary is now inviting the EU minister indicates that it is Mr. Wallenberg himself who is responsible for which Swedish ministers get the privilege of participating in this exclusive lobby meeting, which only gathers about 100 people from all over the world. After seeing this article, some of my journalist friends started contacting every five-star hotel in Madrid to try and figure out where they're going to be. And sure enough, we found one that is closed and fully booked for those exact dates. So it's go time, my friends. We've figured it out, and it's now a time to go there and shine a light on the deeds that are done in the dark. But this certainly won't come without its challenges. I first started exposing this meeting in 2006, so I've been covering this for 18 years now. And over the years, I've been detained dozens of times by police while attempting to cover these meetings. I've been physically restrained by private security, and I've been arrested by the police and thrown in a jail cell. I was threatened with being sued by the German police force once for filming them, and I was forced to blur out their faces after the fact. And it just goes on and on and on. So I'm going to need your help moving forward with my continued coverage of this extremely exclusive and secretive meeting, where policymakers are deciding the fate of mankind behind closed doors that are shut off to the public. This is an atrocity, my friends, so I hope you will help me expose it. So I've launched a Go Get Funding campaign, Bilderberg 2024 coverage with Press for Truth in Madrid, Spain. The 2024 Bilderberg conference is being held in Madrid, Spain from May 30th to June 2nd, and Press for Truth will be there to provide the extensive coverage you've come to expect from PFT. Your contribution will help cover the costs of flights and accommodations while covering one of the world's most secretive meetings being held by some of the world's most powerful and influential people. Thank you to everyone who contributes to my cause of shining a light on the global powers that ought not be and the deeds that they do in the dark. Guys, please take a moment to contribute to this important mission. You can click that top link in the description below. Without the help of people like you, people like me won't be able to go and do this important work. So please consider making a contribution to help me expose Bilderberg 2024 in Madrid, Spain. So that's all for today, my friends. Just wanted to keep you all in the loop. If you haven't seen my full-length documentary film on the Bilderberg titled The Turning Point, be sure to check that out. I'll put a link to that also in the description below. So that's all for today, my friends. Be sure to click that like button, share this video, contribute to the campaign, and stay tuned, we're gonna have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.